What's up, everybody? Mark Slayton here. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do this after I watched the show, but honestly, Saturday I stayed up. I stayed up to 4 in the morning to catch WWE Super Showdown live and everything, and that thing didn't go off to 8 o'clock, so I was tired. I didn't get a chance to do it Sunday. I didn't get a chance to do it Saturday night. I was tired because I had to go into work and everything, so I didn't get much sleep. So I got caught up on sleep. Sunday I was going to do it. Didn't get a chance to. But I'm going to do it Monday. I know probably a lot of people still put their opinions up over the Super Showdown in Australia. And I just want to put mine out there. I said I'm going to start doing more of these. I'm going to start doing more of these videos and getting more stuff out there. I've got the results here just to refresh my memory. I can remember some of it. I can't remember all of it. I'm not going to make this too long of a video. I'm just going to give little brief things because everybody already knows what happened and everything, what it being Monday and everything. And just give y'all my take on what I thought of Super Showdown live from Australia. One, good Lord WWE, don't ever do that again. It's like staying up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I tried to go to sleep and was going to wake up, but that wasn't happening. I don't know if I was excited or I don't sleep at night anyhow. But 4 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning, that is early to be watching wrestling. I have a hard time doing that with the New Japan shows. That's the reason I don't get a chance to watch too much New Japan stuff. But either way, let's dive right into WWE's Super Showdown. And can everybody see? I hope everybody can see good here and everything. I got to work on the lighting and everything. Maybe get me like a background thing or something. But either way, let's dive right into this. The show opened up with the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line as the New Day. I'm looking at the screen too, just so I can remember everything. As the New Day defended against Cesaro and Sheamus, and they defeated Cesaro and Sheamus. This was a really good match to open the show with. All four men involved in this tag team match are probably some of the best workers that the WWE has right now, as far as just going out there and just giving everything they got. Very, very, very good match to open the show up with. I didn't think Cesaro and Sheamus was going to win. Not yet, anyway. I think they might later on down the road. But New Day against Cesaro and Sheamus for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, I would give that, as far as the rating systems goes, we'll do a 5-star rating system. Not going to give it 5 stars. I don't like giving out 5-star ratings too much, but I would give this a decent 3.5 stars. Really good opening match. A really good way to kick off Super Showdown. 3.5 stars for me on this match. We go right on from that. We go right on into Charlotte. Charlotte taking on Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. This match ended in disqualification, which was kind of sad, but I kind of figured that was coming. What with the fact that these two, their feud's definitely not going to be over with. I see them at least extending this feud, possibly even past the Evolution pay-per-view, possibly on into Survivor Series. But this was a solid match. I have to admit, I missed their match at Hell in the Cell, which I heard was really good. This match right here was really good and everything. Of course, I mean, these two ladies right here are probably, as far as pure talent goes in the women's division right now, are probably two of the very best. I kind of didn't like the disqualification win. But like I said, I know it's going to lead to more down the future, down the past. So as far as the rating goes, the disqualification win, finish, kind of dropped it down a little bit. But I would probably give this probably 2.5 stars and everything. If they hadn't been for the disqualification win, I'd give it 3 stars. But 2.5 stars for me in this one. We move right along into Bobby Lashley and John Cena against Elias and Kevin Owens. And first off, I want to say, I know a lot of people have said that John Cena and everything, he pulled the Rock and everything. He didn't really do nothing. It's like, honestly, I wasn't expecting John to do a lot more. It's like, because I had heard that he's still filming the movie right now, and the movie studio, they're not going to take a chance of him getting injured and something happening. So I wasn't expecting him to do a whole lot, but otherwise, I think it, for what this match was, it was really good. I mean, Elias and Kevin Owens, they got their stuff in. Bobby Lashley, he looked like a beast in there 2-on-1 anyhow. And then Cena comes in and hits the fifth move or the sixth move of Doom. That's what it was, wasn't it? So he had the 5 moves. Now he's got 6 moves. The punch, which I thought was awesome. I love the fact that he's running with that. But all in all, this was an entertaining match. Was it a great tag team match? No, it wasn't a great tag team match, but it was an entertaining match. And I would give this match probably 1.5 stars. I mean, it could have been more than what it was, but for what it was still a good, entertaining match. I'm not saying it was a bad match by any means with that rating. I'm just saying that, it could have been more. This match could have been a 3-star match. But due to the limitations on John Cena, I understand all that. I would give it 1.5 stars out of 5. We move into the next women's tag team match, Asuka and Naomi against the Iconics. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce making their home country debut, I guess you could say. I watched all the video packages leading up to this, and you could tell those two, they was ecstatic to be at this event and everything. As far as the match itself goes, looked really good. Asuka still looked good. She's used to working with Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, so there wasn't really hardly any botches and everything. They all know each other really well. Naomi got her stuff in. Asuka got her stuff in. The Iconics do win this match, which I thought was cool. They did still kind of protect Asuka by letting the Iconics pin Naomi. Which, it's like, if anybody followed NXT, Asuka always beat both Billie Kay and Peyton Royce anytime they fought each other. So I'm kind of glad they kind of kept that going. But it was cool to see the two home country girls, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, get the win here. Very emotional moment and everything. If you watched all the backstage stuff involving them leading up to this match and after this match, it's like it was just awesome. It was awesome of WWE to do that and everything with those two girls and everything. Hold on a moment. I had to get a water break. It's hot as crap in this room. Next up was the WWE Championship. AJ Styles defending against Samoa Joe in the no count out, no disqualification. A lot of people said it's like, is this going to be the blow off for this feud, or are we going to get more of this? Honestly, I don't know. The way it felt to me was this could be the blow off for this feud, and they can always pick this feud up anytime. They can always come back to this, but this was a really, really solid match between these two. Despite, I'm one that I did not care for the build for this. I didn't like the whole family involvement, the way WWE did it. But as far as the match itself goes, it's like this was a true old school WWE Championship, old school wrestling match. I mean, if you're a fan of the WWF or NWA or WCW, I mean, this was it was slow, it was methodical, it was hard hitting when it needed to be hard hitting. They had their high spots in there, and it was just a really, really solid match between these two. And I knew it would be. That's why I said I did not think they needed all the build. AJ Styles does get the win by submission in this match with the calf crusher. Very, very good WWE Championship match at this show. I can't wait to see where they go from here. What they're going to do with Joe after this. Are they going to move him into something else, or is he going to continue stalking AJ and the title? And we know what AJ's doing. I'll get to that later on in the night. I can't wait for that either. I think that's going to be awesome. But it's going to be interesting to see where everything goes from here. Was this a blow off? Are they going to transition into something else? We'll talk about that in a minute. But all in all, I really dug this match. This was, as far as like pure wrestling matches, This was probably my favorite of the night. I would definitely give this 4 stars. Very, very good match. I was very happy with this match. I loved everything about this match. I thought it was perfectly worked. Then we move into the 6-woman tag team match. The Bellas with Ronda Rousey against the Riot Squad. Honestly, I gotta tell you, I was not looking forward to this match. Nothing against Ronda or the Riot Squad, but don't get me wrong, I ain't got nothing against the Bella Twins. I like Nikki and Brie. I think their work is solid. I mean, they're solid workers. But I don't like the fact that they brought them back and they put them up as high as they have. I mean, I know they got that star power with the TV show and all that and everything, but it's like we all know that it's going to be Ronda and Nikki at Evolution and everything. I thought they was going to pull the trigger on this night, but they didn't. They saved it for Raw tonight. But this 6-woman tag team match was very good. I like the fact that Nikki and Brie, they almost kind of like refused to, at the start, they refused to tag in Ronda, have anything to do with her. The Riot Squad looked good. I think those 3 women right there are probably the 3 best women they got on Raw. It's like, I would like to, I hope they do more with those 3. It's like, WWE, what are you waiting on? You got all these women talent, bring in women's tag team titles. That's what you need. It's like, put it on the Riot Squad and let those 3 do what they do. The match itself, I was entertained with the match. Ronda comes in, she gets the hot tag, comes in House of Fire, does her thing. The double armbar submission was awesome. I did like that. She wins the match. Her and the Bella Twins, they celebrate. Very good match. It was a good match. It wasn't a great match, but it was a good match. I would give it probably 2 stars out of 5. It could have been better, but I think they should have had the Riot Squad. I mean, I know why they didn't, but they should have had the Riot Squad show a little bit more dominance in this match than what they did. But yeah, I'd probably give this 2 out of 5. Very good match, not a bad match by me. Good match. But like I said, we all know where this is leading. What with the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey, we know it's going to lead to a match. Especially if you watch tonight, Monday night, it's going to lead to Ronda Rousey against Nikki Bella at Evolution. But like I said, I thought they was going to pull the trigger at Super Showdown. They didn't quite pull it at Super Showdown. They waited to Monday, waited till they're back in the States. So it's going to be interesting to see. I want to see that match. I want to see if they bring up Shayna Baszler maybe to be in like Ronda's corner for that match to counter Brie, or maybe they put Natalya in the corner. I don't know. Honestly, I was hoping to see Natalya versus Ronda at Evolution, but it looks like we're not going to get that right yet. Maybe later, hopefully. Let's move right on along. The Cruiserweight Championship, Buddy Murphy taking on Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight title. This match right here, if you're a fan of the Ring of Honor type matches, the high spots, the really fast pace, this was your match. And I like it. It's like, it was awesome. I love this match. These 2 went out there. Buddy Murphy in his home country, he went out there and showed that he is a star. This match right here made him tonight. And I'm so delighted to see that, because he has the look, he has the talent. He can be a top guy, especially on 205 Live. Cedric Alexander, he's already a made man. That happened with the Cruiserweight Classic and everything. These 2 went out there and just showed the world what they can do in this Cruiserweight title matchup. And this was the type of Cruiserweight match that they need to have in the WWE. And I'm so delighted that we got to see it. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people, they didn't like Enzo as Cruiserweight champion. I didn't mind him. I mean, he brought something new to 205 Live that needed it at the time. But I'm so glad that they've got 205 Live being back to the wrestling show and just letting those guys go out there and just put it all in the ring and everything. I mean, and Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander on this night, this was probably, other than the AJ Samoa Joe match, this was probably the best match of the night and everything, with AJ and Joe being probably second. As much as I love that, these two went out there and they just, especially with the ending with Buddy Murphy finally getting the win, winning the Cruiserweight title in his home country. I mean, what more can you say? I mean, it was just awesome. Then we move along into, which I thought was going to be the semi-main event, but they put it out early. It was the Shield against Braun, Dolph, and Drew. The six-man tag will the Shield be a cohesive unit and everything? What will happen? This match was a very entertaining match. I mean, you got 6 guys that are just probably the absolute best right now in the WWE. Very entertaining match. The outcome, everybody saw the outcome coming a mile away with the Shield winning. But I think the way that they got to that was really good. The ending was spot on and everything. Especially, oh man, if you didn't watch it, the Braun, he comes running around, and then the spear out of nowhere from Roman Reigns into Braun Strowman through the barricade. Dude, that just looks so brutal the way they did that. The timing of that was just so brutal and everything. The match itself, like I said, was very good. I didn't give a rating for the Buddy Murphy century. Let me go back a little bit. My rating for that, 4 out of 5 for me on that one. On the six-man tag, the Shield against Braun, Dolph, and Drew, 3 out of 5 for me on this one. I was very entertained with this match. The spots were there for me and everything. Then we go into our semi-main event, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. And what can I say? They got me. It's like, this match, for what it was, which I know this feud is not going to be over with between Daniel and The Miz. There's no way in the world it's over with after this. Daniel Bryan does defeat The Miz in a very quick, and I don't know if you can say, was it one side? What was it? Hold on a minute. Let me see. What was the time on that one? Yeah, 2 minutes and 25 seconds. It was Miz getting all the heat on Bryan, hitting him with all this, and then next thing you know, roll up by Daniel Bryan, pins the Miz, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if it was supposed to go down that way. I don't know. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there between the ref or what. Miz was supposed to kick out. I don't know how they're going to play this. I'm interested to see SmackDown to see how they're going to play all this up. But, I mean, it was a total shocker of Daniel Bryan winning as fast as he did and everything. I mean, this feud cannot be over. I don't see this feud being over between these two. But due to the fact that it was Daniel Bryan and The Miz, and we was expecting a lot more out of this match, and what we got was not exactly what we was expecting, I give this match probably one star out of 5. I mean, wasn't really much of a match. I mean, it wasn't what to expect from these two. The shot value was there. It was cool to see Daniel Bryan win, and now we know it's going to be Daniel Bryan taking on AJ Styles for the WWE Championship at Crown Jewel. But where are they going to? Where they go from here with The Miz and Bryan? I have no idea. Like I said, SmackDown's going to be interesting tomorrow night. Main event time, Triple H taking on The Undertaker, last time ever. We all know what happened here. This match right here, if you grew up watching WWE, WWF, and watching these two, and grew up in that era, you are a huge fan of this match. If you did not grow up watching them, you probably didn't like it. If you're one of the new wrestling fans out there, you probably didn't like this match, because this match right here was hard hitting. It was kind of like the AJ Joe match. It was hard hitting. It was slow paced. The stuff they did, they told a story here, kind of like AJ and Joe. They told a story in here, everything, and I loved it. I like storytelling wrestling. I like two guys going in there and not having to go 100 miles a minute. Don't get me wrong; those matches are awesome. but going in there and just telling a story with what you're doing, with each move that you make, and you're telling a story, that's wrestling to me. That's bringing the crowd in, and I think these four actually, because Kane and Shawn Michaels, they did get involved a lot. They went all over the arena. They brought the crowd in with them, and just everything about this match was so compelling to me. It reminded me of why I liked WWF back in the day, why I still like WWE, why I just like wrestling in general. These two, they went out there and they just put on a good show, and it was an awesome main event with Triple H going over in the end, them all four embracing in the center of the ring, raising each other's hands. Great moment right there. And then the Brothers of Destruction, bam, just laying out Shawn Michaels and Triple H, setting up for their huge tag team match at Crown Jewel, which we all know was coming. I can't wait for it myself. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be off the chain. If it's anything like this, it's just going to be awesome. This match, now, don't get me wrong, as much as I'm talking this match up, I'm not going to give it 4 stars. I'll give it 3.5 stars. Because, it's like, as good as it was, it could have been so much better, and I think that's what we're going to get at Crown Jewel. I think this was just a taste of what these four still got in them, and Crown Jewel is just going to be, it's just going to be so freaking good, and I cannot wait for Crown Jewel. Overall, as far as Super Showdown as a whole, I would definitely give it a watch. If you got the WWE Network, go check it out. As a whole, pay-per-view, all the matches put together in one bubble and just as a presentation, definitely give this, let's see. B+ grade for me. B+ grade. I would put it up a little higher, but it did have a couple of matches and a couple of finishes that I did not like. But I'll give it a B+. The matches that I did like, I love the AJ Styles and Samoa Joe match. That match was awesome. Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander was awesome. Triple H, Undertaker was awesome. Charlotte and Becky. The Iconics getting their moment to shine. Everything was good. I mean, there wasn't really any cons. If I was going to give a con to this show, it would probably just be the fact that Daniel Bryan and The Miz, only about a 2-minute match. It's going to be interesting to see where they go from there. But I would have liked to have seen a little bit more from those. I wish they would have gave them a little bit more time. Maybe they were struggling for time. Like I said, it was a 4-hour pay-per-view. I don't know where they could have saved any time. The 6-woman tag, I love that match. The only con I would give that, I think on that big stage they should have went ahead and turned the Bella's heel and had them attack Ronda Rousey. I would have did that. I wouldn't have waited to Monday on that big stage. I would have went ahead and did it there. But overall, it's like I said, B+ grade for me on Super Showdown. If you haven't watched it on the network, take the time to watch it. Be ready though, because it is like a WrestleMania. It is 4 hours long. But I think if you're a wrestling fan, you will definitely love this pay-per-view. I cannot wait for Evolution. It'll be coming up soon, along with Crown Jewel. And then it's time for my favorite pay-per-view of the year, and that's Survivor Series. That's definitely one of my favorites. Other than WrestleMania, I always love the Survivor Series pay-per-view. But either way, I'm Mark Slayton. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned, because I've got more videos coming with more stuff to talk about. Have a great night, everybody.